Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Danae, and I'm here with a message for you. Happy Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. July is almost over. That's crazy. August is just really one day away, but I guess we'll say two, since we're still in the midst of the 30th. This summer, man, I know it. It happens every year that summer goes by so quickly, and it's like it's just as much time in the season as there is any other, but it just feels like it's the fastest season. But still plenty of time left to have some fun. And I hope that you are definitely doing so safely and soundly. Don't forget to take advantage of the Summer Soul Sale, 1111 questions, personal prayers composed for your personal manifestation intentions, all in the description box below. One more cut and let's see what we got today. Hey, I ain't mad at that to start. Ace of Pentacles, yes. Big opportunity, a big blessing, big offer. Could be a new job, could be a promotion, could be unexpected resources that pack a big punch. There's something from the divine, so it's something that is especially assigned to you. Maybe even something a bit could even be a bit miraculous, something you weren't expecting or you would have never have seen coming, or maybe not at the magnitude in which it's delivered, or at the timing. Pentacles also being time. The timing may be surprising, astounding, unexpected. Certainly good stuff, though. We're going to put that right up top at the very tippy top to keep that energy strong. Ace of Pentacles, we love to see it. And perhaps on it after walking away, or it could be an offer to walk away, which would make a transition that much more enticing. If it's like, maybe it's a matter of there's a job or an opportunity for you, but you might have to move here or there or leave a place you have to kind of transition in some way. But the Eight of Cups is, it's definitely a faithful move forward. I'll say a faithful transition, because you never know which direction you actually are walking in with the Eight of Cups, but the projection is pretty positive, considering that ideally you will be moving into the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So it'll be something that'll be satisfying, gratifying, it'll make you happy, make you feel like make you feel justified for the move that you made, the leap of faith maybe that you may have taken, and it'll be rewarding, to say the least. And it may have been a long time coming, or it may seem like it's taken a long time with the Page of, maybe something you've been that you've been waiting on for a long time here. Let me see what this is giving. Hold on. With the 10. All right, with the Lovers. So we're going from 10-9 to the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So there's been some ending here, but it was at a great casualty to someone. But then regressing, or is this going backwards? either way, like then we got the Nine of Swords. Generally, like a theme that's been coming up, certainly, you know, in my messages, but even throughout the community, is this endings, you know, like some endings that are occurring that almost are imperative to new beginnings. Like it's almost like the segue or the transition, the initiation of a transition. And as I said, it's been a long time coming in many cases where there's been an anxiety perhaps, or a longing or eagerness even for what the future holds. And the Knight of Pentacles is something that comes along slowly. It comes along surely, and it's dependable when it gets here, but you know, there's been a lot of toil and labor in the effort for new beginnings and financial liberation to a great degree, what I feel the Ace of Pentacles could represent, because that's just like unlimited possibilities when you get a seed such as that. You know, you, whether it be a new job, a new move, whatever it is, it has the magnitude to affect so many other things other than just your pockets. It affects your self-esteem. It can affect your overall happiness, your satisfaction in life, your quality of life, the projection for the future and what you can invest in or save for or grow beyond. You know, it's like it's an infinite seed. So there really is no limitation to how it can multiply. And I guess I would say that it's come on account of great loss for many, and perhaps many sleepless nights, but with this on account of this energy here being the underwriting force of choosing your supreme self, no matter what you've incurred, no matter the tragedy, no matter the trial, the tribulation, the struggle, the fear, the lack, the limitation perceived, the sacrifice perhaps that needed to be made, the hard work that was dedicated, all being in contribution in this energy where, you know, you pretty much wouldn't settle for anything less than being your best, doing your best, and having the best, is why it's being rewarded. Can we take it in that frequency? I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I'm gonna move all this up because I need more room, but let's let the Ace of Pentacles definitely be our centerpiece today. We like it a lot. Right? Right. Okay, so something big is coming. Something big is here. Let's speak it in the present. Something big is here. It's already among you, upon you, in your midst, in your force field. It's already in the realm. The Ace of Pentacles. All right. And then perhaps when you get it, there may be perhaps the reception of it then comes with an instruction to move otherwise. You know, maybe, I don't know what comes first, the chicken or the egg. Like if it's something that you move to receive, or if there's reception and then a directive to move. It could be either one for anyone, but I'm sure you'll know. If you're in this energy here with the Lovers, you'll know which one it is. But there's definitely some transition happening here. Definitely. All right, so let's see what else we got today. Oh, maybe some quick transition. Are we moving quickly? I don't know. I'm gonna try to get like one more than usual in here. New commitment. I'm sorry, I'm gonna start showing them a little better because sometimes I realize I'm just throwing them on the table and you may not see it. We got the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups, right? So that is some new, this could be a new contract. Certainly it could be a new relationship with the 2 of Cups, but depending on what we're talking about in terms of this Ace of Pentacles, what the nature of it is what this 2 of Cups probably gets to be, because it could also be a new opportunity that advances your partnership, your relationship, where you both are moving together, or where you can just plan to advance your plans, you know, your future plans more aggressively or assertively. Whatever it is coming in fast. Like I said, chicken or the egg. I don't know if you may be getting the nudge to move for the opportunity quick, or you get the resources or get some type of opportunity or windfall that allows you to move. But there's fast transition here that's happening, and I feel like it more so has an effect on relationship or on connection or contracts or collaboration, some agreement. So it's advancing your partnerships in some way, shape, or form, whether it be professionally, platonically, or intimately. Maybe that you'll actually, like I said, that seed is infinite, that you'll be able to bless your friends or bless your partners, or, you know, advance a professional collaboration to a new height, you know, or to take on new contracts, you know, to expand your business in some way, shape, or form. It's given a lot of liberty here. Certainly with the eight of Wands, it's fast news, but it's also fast action. And with the Wands, it could be expansion at a very rapid rate. What's on the bottom here? Cause for celebration. What's underneath? The Lovers. Oh, I didn't get very far. That's why the Lovers is still there. So, but that definitely does. Yeah, this could be a partnership, maybe an engagement. An engagement. Ace of Pentacles. An engagement that perhaps has taken its time to come about. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And these are like the bridesmaids, the 3 of Cups. They can be. It's one way to look at it. Or it just could be, you know, celebrating this monumentous occasion, like I said, of taking a relationship to a new level, or maybe closing a business deal. But given that the Lovers is here, strong emphasis on relationships, whether it be an existing partnership going to a new level, or establishing a new partnership that has the potential, infinite seed, to grow to limitless heights. We like it. And whatever it is, 2 people are on the same page. That's a double confirmation with the Lovers and the 2 of Cups. 2 people are just, it's not like, you know, where if it is the case of partnership or relationship, it's not, it doesn't feel like a push or pull or a tug of war. It's like, could even be like a love at first sight type of feeling. You know, I'll liken it to that, but certainly not so primitive. Not to brush that off, because if you never had a love at first sight experience, you are deprived. Where that ends up, it's questionable, but certainly to at least experience that feeling of, coming up, or maybe not necessarily love at first sight, but like first date, first encounter, it's like, oh, I'm in love. I want to be with this person. This is it. Like everybody should have at least one of those in their life, I think, to really test your limits, your love limits. But, well, probably really to establish your love limits is what it really is, because those are the experiences usually that teach you a lot about yourself, what your expectations are, what your blind spots are in love, and that help you to kind of reshape and reform your outlook for future connections, if of course it's not a forever experience, which a lot of times it is not. But it is fun, it is fantastical nonetheless. But that's the Sagittarius talking. But anyway, let's see, the Two of Cups with the Eight of Wands. It could be, what I was saying is it's like where two people, both sides are just as equally enamored by the progression of the connection as the other. It's not like feminine is falling more deeply and masculine is just along for the ride, or vice versa. It's like it's happening. It's happening, cohesively and in tandem, where it's just like when type of energy. No red flags, no. It's like it's not a matter of we're running to the altar per se, if we're talking about something new and fresh, but it's just like, like kind of like, okay, this is definitely an example that sets the bar high, for depending on how you look at their relationship, but generally speaking. But like Sierra and Russell, where they both said that, they just, when they had their first date, they just felt a peace and a calm with each other that was just settled. Like they didn't necessarily run and go get married, right away, but they knew from that first encounter that they had something there, and they were both feeling it at that same moment. It could be something like that. So that's something really to look forward to. That's enough to make you move across the country. So we could be talking about something like that, like a proposal, like a change of life type of proposal, where you're, like I said, you're pleased to make the transition, or whatever sacrifice you feel even comes with it. It's well worth it. Cause for celebration, something to make you happy. Let's see here. Oh, King of Wands. What you talking about, King of Wands? What you own today? Let's see. Oh, the Emperor? What is that about? Hold on. Trying to line these cards up a little bit. So, all right. So is this the King of Wands giving Emperor? Pardon me, Emperor vibes, or the Emperor giving King of Wands vibes? Or is this two different people? Because it could be the Emperor that is just very much so determined and in there and passion driven about this partnership. It could be that, somebody that is well asserted in their power, well established as well, but they almost have like a young adult arousal. It's given like somebody that's established and maybe even wise, but it's like something that makes whatever this enticing encounter is, it brings out the young lion in them or something, you know, like it just kind of rejuvenates them or regenerates a type of passion within them that maybe, you know, has either been dormant for some time, given where the cards are falling. Maybe they have struck out in love, you know, being so ambitious. Like I said, you know, when you've had your, I'm gonna see what's under this deck in a second. But like I was saying, when you have that whimsical love experience, it feels good for what it is, but oftentimes it doesn't necessarily lead to a happily ever after. In the best frequency, it's a great lesson learned and a great experience to reflect on, and a pivotal experience, but sometimes it can leave a bit of a bruise. So we're talking about the King of Wands, maybe in his youth, he has, as I said, fire sign energy, has experienced those moments of following your passion, but it not having the most favorable result. So here's the energy here where somebody's a bit more tempered in their self-control. They have the wisdom of their experiences already as the King of Wands, but even doubled down with the Emperor. But they still can't help but lead with that fire and desire. I feel like that's a great place to be. But let's see what's on the bottom. The King of Cups, yes, like it's getting younger and younger. There's something almost seductive and alluring about this partnership that incites someone to want to make an offer without being too composed or too reserved by the past, is what I'm sensing. It's like having enough wisdom and enough self-control not to do too much too soon, but also allowing yourself to kind of lead with that ambition in a way that is satisfying, even for the one making the offer himself. You know, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but it's like, given the history of what, like I said, many of us have had, you can take these leaps of faith and these like golden opportunities to expand one or two ways. You can take it in reflection of your past experiences, of which many are less favorable, or you wouldn't be having this new opportunity, right? Like if we had all the relationships and all the jobs and all the friends and all of the, you know, the experiences that we ever wanted in our lives, we would be more or less bound to those more so than being open to whatever is new. So you can make your considerations for this new offer by way of what you've experienced before and weigh it on that scale, or a little bit of the lessons that you've learned from before, but with more of the hope and faith of the limitlessness that's possible now, treating something more new and fresh than it is reflective, if that makes sense. And so that's what I'm getting from what's this under here? The Three of Cups, celebration again. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this Knight of Cups. It's like maybe there's like a bit of a inhibition with this offer. Like I said, like not thinking too much about it, not trying to overanalyze it, not trying to practicalize it, make it make sense, or temper the right timing and place. It's like, I feel it. That's what the Knights are. They're a little bit more impulsive, even in the highest vibration. I feel it. I want to follow it type of energy. But I like that still it's with these two here, because this is like doubling down on self-control. So it's still not somebody just being outright lustful and impulsive to the point of irresponsibility, but it's also allowing yourself to kind of go with the flow too, like to be emotionally available, you know, in a way that may be a bit foreign even to the King of Wands and the Emperor, to kind of be a little loosey-goosey, a bit vulnerable to what they're feeling, because they're used to being more constructive about their emotional reactions and responses, you know. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's see what else we got here. And now when I'm looking at this, oh my goodness, what is going on? The Three of Cups again. Now this is the third time. That's Nine of Cups energy. Like I said, when you're walking away from the 8 and anticipating moving into the 9. That's unprecedented. I've never had the Three of Cups come up like that 3 times, damn near back to back. It's either going to be a big ass wedding party or a big party in general, or it could be, you know what I'm sensing, especially up under the Ace of Pentacles. It's me being reminded that this is not just celebratory on earth. This is angelic celebration. Yep, it's ethereal. That this is the angels, maybe even the ancestors, celebrating that it's finally time for, because the Knight of Pentacles is a long time coming. All of this is a great deal of unfavorable occurrence, more or less, you can consider. A great deal of faith would have needed to be incurred in order to come to this point. So it's like heaven and earth is in celebration that all things are in alignment. All things, like it's time, that type of energy. Like it's finally time. Something that's been long time in the making. And honestly, given the Emperor here, it could really, I mean, don't get me wrong, feminine would need to be ready, set, go as well. But we know we've been waiting for masculine to get on the board, get on the bandwagon for a long time. And if you're more traditional, you would be, as a feminine energy, you would be the one in waiting for this proposal. Like, you're not the one getting down on one knee, you know, offering the proposal, right? So that just signifies like this, like I said, Two of Cups energy finally being on the same page at the same time, not just the runner chaser effect or the tragic twin flame effect, which we did see the Lovers come out, where, you know, one is really more so just a lesson back to that. So that makes sense. Okay. Even in those dynamics where there's been separation, this could be a reconnection if that's what you're in the market for, or it could be an altogether discarding of, you know, those false connections that have kind of posed as legitimate twin flame connections, but really were just karmic lessons. Like I said, those love at first sight or whimsical, fantastical love experiences that really didn't turn out to be so much in the long run. You know, it's like everything that had to happen, you know, everything's on schedule, everything's, I mean, more or less is on schedule. We know there's been interferences. We know There have been decoys switched in and out. We know that even we ourselves, depending on what side of the scale you're on, have had things to process before we could be available for love. You know, so that's what I'm saying. It's definitely not just about the masculine, but I do think that it's interesting that this, the King of Wands and the Emperor, which is signifying that expression of confidence and security, and again, self-control. Can't say that enough. Also being wise in your decision making and in what you invest your energy into, to say it nicely, what you dip your wand into, to say it crass. You know, like having all of that. This is like the masculine evolving to be the specimen that is ready to take his seat, you know, to take his position next to the feminine energy, you know, like that's been open and ready for him, because nothing else can really take that place. You know, no matter what we women try to tell ourselves, you know, nothing can take the place of a good man by your side that's really there to be supportive and protective and encouraging and loving, and to light your fire and to have his fire lit. And you know, that's the thing that helps the seed grow infinitely, when you don't have to, you know, to till the soil all on your own, you know. So it's like there's a lot of celebration here. What's on the bottom? Wow. Oh my goodness. All that I just said, like, wow. Everybody's ready. And it might be like, you know, like a black wedding, like a couple hours delayed. Maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know. But nonetheless, everyone's in their places, bridesmaids in their spaces, groomsmen, you know, maybe this the best man, I don't know, like groomsmen ready to walk out, flower girls all aligned. Oh my goodness, this is so fantastic. Well, that doubles down on that. Like, the only way I could twist it is, especially if we're talking about a business opportunity, is that this definitely signifies advancement and promotion, in which in the masculine energy, you're going to be really, really excited, like really, really love what you do. In the feminine energy, you're really, and either way, you're really going to love what you do, and you're really going to love the people that you work with, the people that you serve. There's going to be a great reception for your leadership. Oh, I'm getting chills. You're going to have great contracts and promotion, you know, opportunities to advance your projections in a very prosperous way. And it's all very much blissed. You know, like the spirit is all up in this. From it being a gift of the divine in the first place at the Ace of Pentacles, to the 8 of Wands, which is accelerating something beyond what you could probably do in your human capacity, and the 3 of Cups showing up 3 times, okay? And it's signifying what I said, which is angelic presence and celebration. Like this, what's on the bottom? What's on the bottom? Oh my God, it's the Chariot. This could be like it's like a royal wedding. It's a royal wedding. What? Cause when I'm seeing this, I'm seeing it like, you know, how some people, you know, honestly, I don't really envision myself having a wedding like this at this point in my life. Maybe, probably never have, but it's nice. It's beautiful to idealize. But, but when I saw the Chariot card, I was seeing like a horse and carriage entrance of the bride, which is what? A princess entrance. All the royal princesses have come in by horse and carriage. Oh my gosh. What? And this is something that's so advanced. Again, it's like it invokes celebration because it signifies that there was a great deal to overcome to get to this moment. And we're talking about Cancer energy here. So that's really about making the comfort of home, you know. So this is like this is relational. It may definitely have, I mean, when we're talking about, if not like actual royalty, we're definitely talking about a legacy of love that has dynamic potential in every way. You know, these might be people that end up working together. They definitely build together. You know, they could own businesses, start movements, you know, like, and not just businesses. This is like a legacy dynasty energy. Like what they create together ends up being something that is of service to the community, to their partners, to their employees, their, you know, to other financial institutions. It ends up being exalted in a way for whatever it does, however it works. Maybe even the prosperity of the couple itself, like how they work together, is exalted. It's something that is highly respected and revered. Wow, it's like going beyond, you know, social media couples or partners. It's like power couple. Duh, it's a power couple. It's a power couple here. You only get that adornment and that anointing truly in a way that lasts and is prosperous from the inside out and outside in from the divine. No matter what, you know, the images of such may be or may have been, say, in social media or in celebrity culture. You know, this is something that's real from the inside out, like ironclad, and not only it's like tried and it's already tried, tested, and true to even make it to this point of union. But this is, I mean, the Emperor and the Empress, that's longevity. Like this is a couple that's they're gonna grow old together. They're gonna grow old together. And become better, you know, like better with time. And it's something else here too when I'm looking at these two sphinxes here. Sphinx? Is it sphinxes? There's some otherworldly, what's the right word? Endorsement here. I don't know if I need to get into all that or if I should, but it's something else here too that's like way up, way up, way out, way beyond. Like this is not earthbound. It's not earthbound. This is a superpower couple. That might be the title. Spirit, stop playing. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, and there's the 9 right under the 8. Come on, somebody. Will you? Just come on, follow me. Follow me, camera, okay? What? This is like manifestation on a beam. 100% online translation. Because the magician has a cup, so that's added value to what's already satisfactory, well beyond satisfactory at the 9. So this is like, again, it's just affirming that whatever the invitation, the opportunity, the offer, the proposal, whatever it is well worth it. This is what it yields. Unlimited manifestation power, meaning it's so productive. And it's not just like materially productive. Like I said, this is like when you wake up every morning feeling good about who you are and what you do and what you have. All of the things attribute to supreme self-esteem in this case. And it could even be the effect of the union again, making this impression on others. You know, like like imagine, you know, the culture of an organization is shaped from the head down. So whatever it is that one or two of these energies could be impressionable upon is very, very high frequency. It's like having a kingdom where everybody's happy. You know, everybody has health care, everybody has equal opportunities to work and thrive and flourish in their own right. Everybody eats well. Children are well taken care of. The educational system is amazing. You have the liberty to believe and worship and just be however you want to be religiously and spiritually. You are supported in your artistic expressions. You know, that's also encouraged and is an influence. What else? Leadership is fair and really does serve the people. You know, like it's not just some stale hierarchy of power that just keeps stomping down on the little guys. Like it's like utopian almost. And this is the impression that it has, where everyone is well. Oh my God, it makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. What's on the bottom? Crossing over into that utopian paradise. It may not be as distant or as fantastical as it seems. Especially when you have the choice and the liberty and the resource, the support and the anointing, like the appointment, let's say, to create that dynamic just in your own home, in your own union, in your own businesses, amongst you and your offspring and your family. If enough people are committed to that realization, it has to make, there's the expansion, the Eight of Wands, it has to make a prominent impact, even against great odds, so it seems. But is it? You know, like that could even be the illusion. Because I'm telling you, a lot of things that ain't on that frequency or have no ambition to even get close to it are already being filtered out, wiped out, filtered out, eliminated, or purified. Though, like this really, to the point where ultimately there'll be nothing left but those that are on that frequency to some degree, or in any degree that matters really to those that are already living there and dedicated to it, you know, that are committed to it. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just buying our time. Oh man, now I guess I'm a little bit off the board, but we got the Two of Pentacles. Let's see. You're definitely not going to be able to see him once I crop it over, but let's see. What's being balanced? Strength, exactly. Just hanging in there, like I said in the very beginning, like stay strong, stay focused, keep your will, you know, stay strong-willed, no matter what the projections may be, to just stay focused on what you strongly believe in, on what you know to be right and righteous, and ultimately just what you desire to see fulfilled for yourself. That's where it starts. It seems to me like it's not the greatest impacts that are going to be made in this new world order of sorts come on account of what you desire first, what you desire to see, what you desire, your passion. There it is, the King of Wands. What incites you to live and live better. When you are empowered, ignited by that passion, it will empower you to do something about it, for it or about it, whichever way you want to look at it. And that frequency will eventually catch fire, like California right now. No shade, but it's like a wildfire effect. Even when it doesn't seem like, you know, it's like even when it seems like they got it under control. I just felt something on that as I said it. The powers that were may feel like they're extinguishing the fire with all of these projections and infections and misdirections and the facade of leadership as it is with the shadow GOV and all of the antics that are going on in that regard now. And it's like, carry on, while the rest of us stop. The Ten of Cups, while the rest of us focus on building what matters. Exactly. Which is happiness, bliss from the inside out. It's not fantastical. It's not too good to be true. It's not just a fantasy. It's not just a fairy tale. It's very real, very attainable, and very necessary, I believe, from a divine perspective, for this energy to be realized in the realm. My God. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't even want, I was going to do a couple more. I'm not, let's just see what's on the bottom. Oh, stop. I'm about to throw the cards. About to throw these cards and the chariot back again. Stop. But don't. Keep going. Please don't stop. Lord, don't stop. It is so. Please. Superpower couple. As I've said in previous messages, changing the DNA of creation, one dynasty at a time. There's more than enough. There's more, like the illusional projection of the royal family, the monarchy, right, is that it's only one favorite bloodline, only one favorite legacy. That's not true. And that's just another incitement for there to be either competition or resolve to unworthiness. We may more or less be from one family tree of life, so to speak, from the originals. And I don't even know if that's true, to be honest. That's why I said before, it's like something else here that's otherworldly or extraterrestrial or interterrestrial. I don't know, but it's something more beyond the conventions of creation that we know it to be. You know, where everything is this or that. It's more than that, and it's being revealed. What's most important for us to maintain is the assurance of our own supreme identities without falling into the pitfall of the trap of being comparative or competitive with anyone. Live and let live. Once you've established who you are, and that establishment comes more so by way of your devotion to integrity as you see it, as it is dictated to you by your supreme nature, or I should say transmitted to you by your supreme nature. And the source that you submit to or not, whatever it is that you do, that's the ceiling for you. Certainly nothing that anyone else can set in the earth realm, especially meaning to captivate you or contain you. We gotta allow ourselves to, you know, that's why I think I'm making the emphasis on, you know, it's not fairy tales, not fantastical, even supernatural identity isn't reserved for the comic books. Many of us are just watching our own life story, you know, in entertainment form, but the reality is that this is our righteous right to live out this truth. And the only one that can deny it or diminish it is we ourselves. Knowing exactly who you are, or at least knowing the greatness that you aspire to and are capable of, and reaching for that every single day without fail, no matter what, which is what many have already been doing, or this wouldn't even be possible. But staying committed to that supernatural identity, training up your children in the way that they should go to do the same for themselves, and the commitment to your partner in the intimate sense, and your partners in the creative or professional sense, to expand that ideal, to cultivate that truth. It's God's work. That's all that's needed. And really, again, assuring and asserting yourself in that identity without needing to be validated, approved, affirmed by anything outside of you. You'll be looking for the rest of your life to have that affirmation anyway, because it's not meant to come from a lateral projection. it's internal at best, but certainly horizontal by way of your internal compass. So I'm just trying to say here, like, and look how it's landing perfectly on the Emperor and the Empress, that you should feel secure in carrying the confidence of royalty, because you've been appointed and anointed to such positions. And with that, remember, comes great responsibility. But the greatest responsibility right now is just to maintain your assurance of that truth. You ain't even really begin to put in the work yet, really. Not really. And that just looks like doing all the things that you've been wanting to do all along without interference, you know, what you would have been doing at this point otherwise. But you needed to be grounded. We all needed to be grounded in confidence in our own supreme security, so that our shoulders could really carry the weight of the crown, could bear the weight of the crown. And now here it is, like it's time to build. It's coronation season. That might also be the title. All right, well, anyway, like, as if I could pull anything more amazing out of all of this, I hope you feel good about this message today. Yeah, because it's a big one. It's a good one. So as it resonates, feel assured to receive it wholeheartedly, and hide the affirmations in your heart in a way that will pretty much repel any projections that try to pronounce anything contrary at this time, because a message like this definitely provokes opposition, you know. So stand firm on what you know to be true of yourself, and hopefully this is affirming of what you already do know and feel, and just keep doing what you're doing. Like, it's working. Whatever it is, it's working. It's working. You're working. You're doing a great job. So thank you for listening and watching. Until next time, as always, I leave you with peace.